Hey guys, sorry about that. So, thanks for tuning in to my second live on Zubia. If you haven't seen my first one, my name is Afi, and I have a blog where I write, about my journey living with rheumatoid arthritis at RisingAboveRA.com. You guys can find me on social media, Instagram, Twitter by the same name, and you guys can view what else I do. So, today's topic is traveling with chronic illness. I want to give some tips for those of you who have chronic illness, disability, or even have had a joint replacement like I have. And, that can be really stressful traveling after you have surgery because there's so many things that, they say that could go wrong or, you have to watch out for or precautions and preventative measures you have to take. So I just want to give some tips in regards to that as well. So the first tip, obviously, many of you probably have already heard these things. Some of you may have not, but it's always good to be reminded of them and make sure you're well, prepared for when you travel either by plane or by car because it doesn't really matter if you're traveling by, you know, a vehicle for 8 hours. You still should be using these methods. They apply basically to anything. So the first thing I wanted to bring up is bring your medications and your supplements. Just because we go on vacation, yeah, we want to relax and kick back and from our everyday stress of life, but that doesn't mean you should stop taking your medications or supplements that or your daily regimen that you always do when you are not on vacation because being chronically ill, we are more susceptible to viruses and bacteria when we travel, via airplane and airports especially. So it's really important to keep your immune system up and by doing so, you'll be able to, function better after you come home because a lot of times we have burnout and people get into flares from what I've read after travel as well, just because it takes a lot on the body. And, bring snacks and water with you. A lot of times when you go to the airport, they don't let you bring certain items after the security checkpoint. But if you have a doctor's note, which is one of my tips later on, in this video, you can most of the time bring water or liquid supplements or anything that you need with you. So, always, yeah, just stock up on snacks in your bag, your carry on, your supplements. There's a lot of pill packs and travel cases on Amazon that you can look up. You basically just type in travel pill packs and there'll be anything that you imagine like on there. Like they have ones that list Monday through Friday, but also ones that have like morning, mid morning, afternoon, late afternoon, evening, like so you can put all the supplements you take throughout the day in those. And I don't know if you guys have heard about it, but the Mighty Well, it's an organization, and they recently came out with basically a medical case for those who are chronically ill, and it's a travel case pretty much. And they actually gave it to me. It's right here in this bag right here. I haven't opened it, but it's a hard case. So if you have syringes you need to take with you, you literally just put it in here and all your pills and stuff, and it protects it because a lot of the times if you don't have like a hard, case, it will just like spoil the product, and it's not good to put supplements in Ziploc bags either. So what I do sometimes before I got like a pill case, if I'm traveling for more than like a few days, when I went to Europe a few years ago, I literally just got a carry on and brought all my supplements in the designated bottle that they came with, and just took it on me, took it with me on the plane and had a doctor note. So when they opened it at, security, I know obviously they were kind of questionable, but they realized that it was obviously when I had the doctor's note, it was supplements. So yeah, so bring a doctor's note and talk to the flight attendants. Like, if you have a disability, if you have to use a wheelchair or assistive device, or even if you don't use a wheelchair but you feel you're really tired and fatigued before and after the flight waiting, don't be afraid to use those devices because they're there to help you. And also sometimes the flight attendants and the airline companies will be really nice to let you board before everyone else. So let's say you have like a condition and you don't want to wait in line with everyone, you can ask them ahead of time to help you with that. And then get up and walk on the plane is important. So talk to the flight attendants, like I said. And when you get on the plane, just be like, hey, I have this condition and I need to get up frequently, especially if you have like a joint replacement. Like for me, I had a knee replacement. So after surgery, they're saying if you travel, just make sure you get up and move around. And that goes with anything. If you're traveling in a car for like 8 hours, make sure that you stop somewhere to take like a pit stop and get some water, get some food, and walk around because you're susceptible to blood clots. And that's for anyone though, not just for surgery. So make sure you get up and move. Sorry about that. And don't worry. Like for me, I was so worried and overanalyzing everything after my total knee replacement because I had never traveled after major surgery like that, let alone had any type of surgery growing up. So I just was kind of freaking out. I talked to my surgeon and he was just like, well, he put it in perspective for me. He was just like, well, if you can pretty much have a blood clot anywhere, even if you're driving. So he was pretty much it's not that I was my concern wasn't valid, but he kind of put things into perspective for me, saying that it can happen anywhere. So just basically go and enjoy your life. And then also on vacation, don't overdo it. Like a lot of times, like I said, we want to relax and kick back, but at the end of the day, if you can't do something on your trip, don't get so worked up on it. Like, we have sometimes people have like itineraries planned. If you couldn't go somewhere you wanted to go, don't worry about it. Things happen and just go with the flow on your vacation. Don't be so uptight if you want to like go see everything on your list, because you don't know how your body is going to be when you get there. Hopefully it will be fine and you won't like flare or you won't have any problems. But again, just go with the flow and be flexible. And that way you'll be able to enjoy your time even more. And that's about it. And another thing is to bring with you like essential oils are really good. There's so many: doTERRA, Young Living, Eden's Garden. I mean, you can even go to Whole Foods where there's some that are more affordable too. But Thieves, On Guard, and hand sanitizer, those are all like really good. Yeah, On Guard and Thieves are really good to have on you when you travel because they really protect you from getting sick. And the Vog mask, there's a company it's called the Vog mask, and I have it here with me, but I can't grab it right now. But it's basically a air filtration mask. Sorry, I can't speak. And it's people use it for anything really. But if you type in Vog mask, VOGMASK online, you'll see that a lot of people use it for traveling. I mean, yeah, people might look at you and think you're weird for wearing it, but who cares? I mean, if you need to protect yourself from viruses and bacteria on the plane, then do what you need to do. So, I mean, they're pretty stylish and they're really comfortable and they come in different colors. And there's organic material, organic cotton material, and then like a polyester one. So if you want like more like breathability, go with the cotton one. And yeah, there's many colors and sizes, and a lot of people sport them in different like for different things. So yeah, check that out. And that's about it. So stay tuned. Next week, I'll be coming on to talk about like work and school related tips and how you can manage those in every area of your life. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys. Bye.